Hello guys, I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for joining this session. We are good to start. All right, so let me share my screen, then we'll start. Just give me a few minutes. Please guys mute yourself. I hope my screen is visible now, right? You guys able to see?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, good. Okay, so let's start. One more minute. Let me open some slides and PPT. All right. All set, guys. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining the session and welcome you all. We are going to start. This is the new batch for the Cisco SD-WAN, and I'll be your instructor throughout this session, where we'll discuss from zero to hero, from the SD-WAN all concept, where you're going to learn why we need SD-WAN, how this SD-WAN is going to transform your digital network infrastructure, how actually it is going to help to build a very sophisticated network infrastructure where you have the multiple new feature which was not available in the legacy WAN feature. And we'll understand how to deploy this SD-WAN, how to troubleshoot this SD-WAN, how to replace legacy WAN to the SD-WAN router. And let's suppose you have to configure from the CLI, GUI, you want to put some intelligence, then how it is going to be happen. You want to do some advanced routing manipulations. Likewise, you want to do the redistributions, you want to do some kind of the route leaking, you want to do some kind of the traffic engineering, then how it is going to happen in the SD-WAN solution. So those we are going to learn in this in-depth of the Cisco SD-WAN lecture, right? So in this class, I can see like a lot of people are here. Uh, Eric is here. So Eric, can you just give me a little bit introduction? You understand Hindi or English or both? Hi Eric, you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning from Ghana, Accra.
Okay, okay. So you not understand Hindi, right? You completely understand English only, right?
Yes, I don't understand much more about SD-WAN, but I'm a Cisco certified network associate, so
Okay.
I am interested in learning it.
All right. So I understand you have some basic idea, but you have only one language, that's English. That's okay. That's no issue. Okay. Thanks for joining it.
English is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. So what currently you're doing, Eric?
Currently, I'm an IT administrator.
Okay. So you working in the router switches Cisco or some other vendors?
Some other vendors, Aruba, D-Link.
Oh, Aruba and D-Link. Okay. Good, good. So have you ever get a chance to work on Cisco CLI like router switches in the labs infrastructure, or you never work on that?
I have also worked on Cisco switches before, Catalyst switches,
Catalyst
routers.
switch, Catalyst router. Good, good, good. Thanks to be part of the class, okay? We'll have the more
Sure.
interaction with the other guys also. Okay, but just wanted to check like, so we'll continue in the English session, right? And we'll see later how the language
Sure.
can be fine-tuned or might be change if anyone have any issues. All right, thank you.
Okay. Welcome, sir.
So in this Cisco SD-WAN, right, this is the next generation networking. Why it is next generation networking? Because in this next generation networking, you have to get new learning opportunity, new network infrastructures where the legacy WAN was totally incapable to just carry the latest requirements. So we'll discuss how it is going to be solve the problem, what were the challenges we have in legacy WAN. But let's start how this module is going to work, what like topic we are going to cover, how this class is going to happen. This all we'll discuss today. Okay. Very first thing before we start this lecture, like let me brief about myself. So myself is Vishal and I'll going to be your instructor, and I'll going to take care end-to-end delivery, right, where I'll start from very basics, where I'll discuss about the basic networking fundamentals, how network was working, what is a legacy WAN, and how this is going to transform over the SD-WAN. What was the key gaps in the WAN? Which gaps has been fulfilled by the SD-WAN, right? And how this SD-WAN is solving the latest digital infrastructure in terms of the giving the right strategy to connect the cloud applications, right strategy to understand the path qualities, right, like if you have the forecast to how and when I have to shift my traffic from one path to another path, how I can put the lot of intent based networking in my infrastructure so that it is going to be more sophisticated. So we'll discuss this all. And similarly, like how WAN infrastructure was there, how their like legacy infrastructure was look like in terms of the configuration, integration, and then what kind of challenges real time we are facing, and then it is solving by the help of the SD-WAN. So I'll give the real time examples as well. That's the one thing that we have to. In addition of that, we'll understand how basically routing works, because it's very important to understand how routing works. What is my RIB? What is my FIB? That we have to understand. There's a very basic concept. What is my routed protocol? Okay, versus what is my routing protocol. So we just have to understand that also, right? We have to understand when the very first packet is going to hit on any switch. Let's suppose this is the L3 switch or L2 switch or might be the any router. What first action router is going to do that? How the routing table is going to build actually? What is my control plane, right? And how it is going to correlate and connect with data plane. What is difference between this data plane and control plane? That also we have to understand. Also, we talk about what is my management plane in routing domain, networking domain, right? That also we have to understand. And then we have to understand these are the all basics, right? Not advanced things. These are the all basics. And also, okay, they will that also will understand what is my underlay versus overlay, right? That is going to be also give an idea. So basically, in day one, when we starting this lecture, right, we have to build a very good foundation so that you guys understand how legacy things is going to move in the new thing that is a SD-WAN thing. And it's very important, okay? So we'll start that all things. We'll talk about the OSI model as well, just a brief, not in very detail, how it is going to work and which layer the packet is going to be target in the legacy WAN, which layer now the packet is going to target in the SD-WAN solutions. What are all the key component in terms of the data, in terms of the management, in terms of the applications, in terms of the transport is going to be used end to end. Any question anyone want to ask? Shabrata, you want to ask anything?
No, sir.
No,
Just
right?
have joined and just listening this topic actually. What is the main concept of it?
Okay. All right. So let's continue, right?
Yes, sir.
Before I can start, if anyone having any questions, please ask me. So I'll take question first and then we'll start. Any open questions, anyone having any in your mind, like you want to just discuss with me? Anything in your mind you just want to just clarify so I can help on that. I can say 15 people are here, so you guys are free to ask anything if you have in your mind. I'm very open, very friendly. You don't have to worry about anything. If you have any problem language, even you can talk in Hindi. I'll speak Hindi, English both. I'll try to clarify. But feel free to ask. If any questions, don't hesitate. Just ask me
Yes.
immediately.
Sir, good afternoon. I'm Subodh, sir. Actually, this is the main concept. Actually, I don't know this concept is absolutely right or wrong. Actually, everyone told me actually the SD1 is the modern concept, the advanced concept, replace of the MPLS. So it is true or not?
Okay, so there is a question MPLS versus SD-WAN. Like SD-WAN is an advanced concept
Yes,
that going to replace the MPLS or not, right?
yes, yes, sir.
That's really good questions, right? And even you are going to be part of the interview, that kind of a question is going to throw in front of you. So that's why it's very important. What I last slide I told you, understand the basic networking, right? We have to think about what is the basic networking, in which we have to understand what is my routing protocol versus routed protocol. We'll discuss. And then we have to discuss about what is my control plane versus data plane. And then also we have to discuss about underlay versus overlay. So when we understand these all things, then we'll get the answer of this one. But let me just quickly give an idea. Will the really MPLS is going to be gone while coming the SD-WAN? Will the really MPLS is going to be out of context, out of the race when the SD-WAN is going to be come in picture? Anyone want to answer before I answer? Anyone have any idea? What Subruto is
No, I think
anyone do you have guys any idea? Is the really MPLS is going out of market when SD-WAN going to come in a picture? It's a really good
no,
question.
No, Vishal.
no, Vishal.
Like in
No, no,
European
I didn't know.
countries, like MPLS cost is like equivalent to internet. So I don't think like it is gone out of market there.
So that's a good. The no is a one answer, and one I get the reason, that is the cost. The cost is getting lower, right? That's why it is not going to be out of market. Any other region? Any other region?
It actually depends on the use case because SD-WAN is basically on the application visibility traffic and MPLS is on the private lease line. So based on the business requirement, we have to use it. So both can remain in the market.
Both can remain in the market. Okay. Still, there are the good answers, but still we are have to draw the real difference, right? When MPLS, when SD-WAN, right? So let's make this topic for today, right? And let me put more light on it. Okay, that's a good question. I believe it's a good start point. Anyone else have any other view? Why MPLS? Why SD-WAN? This is a good topic I found today. And let's have a discussion. Any other view? Why MPLS? Why SD-WAN? And will the really SD-WAN is going to replace the SD-WAN? It means SD-WAN is going to replace the MPLS. Chalo, I'll try to make you
सर
understand. Yes, yes.
सॉरी सर मैं सर हिंदी में बोलूँ सर
ये बताओ बताओ प्रीतम, हिंदी में बताओ.
हाँ सर बोल रहा हूँ सर ये एमपीएलएस में जो जो डिवाइस एक्चुअली ना यूज होता है इसमें सर कंट्रोल पैनल एंड डेटा पैनल एक डिवाइसेस में सर होता है सर, ठीक है। और सर SD1 में ना कंट्रोल पैनल एंड डेटा बैलेंसर पूरा सेपरेट कर दिए। तो सर यू कैन कंट्रोल द SD1 डिवाइसेस इन ए सिंगल कंट्रोलर डिवाइसेस। तो ये क्या है ना, MPLS में एक डिवाइसेस में डेटा प्लेन एंड कंट्रोल प्लेन एक है, एक ही डिवाइसेस में। और ये SD1 में कंट्रोल प्लेन एंड डेटा प्लेन टोटली डिफरेंट कर दिया। और जो बीच में जो एक्चुअली जो लिंक रहता है, ये एक्चुअली मैनेजमेंट लिंक, मतलब कंट्रोल प्लेन, डेटा प्लेन एंड मैनेजमेंट प्लेन, इसको सेपरेट कर दिया। और इसमें MPLS में एक साथ में ये है
Okay.
डिवाइस पर्सपेक्टिव।
Good try,
तो
brother. Okay.
तो यू कैन कंट्रोल फ्रॉम ए सिंगल लोकेशन if you use the SD-WAN technology.
Okay. Thanks for the
Yeah.
noted feedback. Yeah, Res Ram, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Actually, as per my understanding, it is ISP network, right? Well, in this scenario, and SD-WAN will be used only for the WAN networks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
SD-WAN, SD-WAN actually we are using SD-WAN WAN link for the. We can use MPLS and also we can use broadband link, everything, right? So I think in the future, MPLS will be not replaced by the SD-WAN.
Okay. Noted. Noted your feedback. Let's understand more in deeper side. Okay.
Okay.
Please mute everyone. Okay. I'll try to help you to make the good point here. Okay. We are talking. Will please mute, guys. Everyone, please mute yourself. Will SD-WAN replace MPLS? This is what we are trying to figure it out. This is the one question, right? Now, first we have to understand what is MPLS. What is MPLS? Anyone want to define what is MPLS? Just very precisely, very short. What is MPLS? Anyone? We all are the like WAN engineers.
MPLS is basically it's a multi-protocol label switching, works on the packet forwarding technology, which uses labels instead of IP networking. And it is a kind of a private release line, works between L2 and L3 OSL layer.
Good, very good, Ashish. So MPLS is basically kind of the technology where the packet is going to be switched based on the labels, right? And going to give the private lease line end to end to just transfer the packet without any kind of the interruptions. So let's suppose we have a two offices, right? Here is a one offices. This is the branch one, and this branch is in Delhi, right? And I have the another branch. There is a branch two. This might be having in Mumbai. These two have almost, let's suppose, 2000 kilometer distance. I have to send one digital packet. Digital packet means, let's suppose you have one of the file, Excel file, you want to send from here to here. How it is possible? I have a true solution. I can go with one cloud, that is the MPLS cloud, and I have the another provider that could be internet providers, right? There is two only options. So what is the option one and what is the option two? Right? We have to figure it out. So option two is the internet, that is the public internet, right? When my traffic, the packet is going to be sent from this link, this packet is going to land here, this packet is going to reach in the ISP cloud network, and then it is going to reach here. So what challenge is here? Because this is the public internet, this is the internet. So if my packet is going to be in internet, anybody sitting on the internet, let's suppose I'm the hacker, I'm the bad man, right? And I'm sitting on the internet, I can also have the connectivity to the same internet with my laptop. I can hack your any kind of the packet. So this hacker basically what is going to do that? This hacker is going to snip your packet, which is going to travel through the internet cloud. When it is going to snip your packet, what is going to be happen? Whatever the information you're sending from here to here, that is going to be compromised. So you are going to lose your data. Might be you sending the Excel file where you are putting the all employee details. So that details is going to be compromised by your some hackers or some competitor, and they are going to misuse that. Might be they use for the telemarketing, might be they will try to sell the credit card, they will try to get some information, salary information, and all means they can do anything. So that is not a safe, right? So if I want to make a safe, what is solution? If I want to make my traffic should go via internet and should remain safe, what is solution we have? Anyone know?
Yes, sir.
VPN tunnels.
Yeah, we can need to encrypt by GRE or IPsec tunnels.
So we have to build the end-to-end tunnels, right? These tunnel need to build by end-to-end. So this is my end-to-end tunnel is going to build. So these tunnels are going to be, please mute guys, either IPsec pure tunnel, that is known as the site-to-site VPNs, right? Site-to-site VPN. Or we can build GRE over IPsec. There is two tunnels. Then what is going to happen? Once the tunnel is going to build between these two locations, my packet is now going to encrypt it inside the tunnel. So these hackers cannot have visibility of what information I am sending, what information I am receiving, because that has been fully encrypted inside of the packet. Make sense, everyone? Agree? But the problem is the internet was unreliable earlier. Earlier means I'm talking 5 years, 6 years, 10 years back. It was very unreliable source of the media where we can send the traffic. We cannot get the guaranteed delivery to just transfer the packet. But once we put the encryption on that, we have the security. Means the one problem was there. Let's suppose if I have the reliable internet connection, even I have the reliable internet connection, I have to make sure apply the GRE over IPsec or IPsec tunnel to make my packet secure. But I can do my packet security here. I can do my packet security here, but I have to use some third-party communication. But when I talk about the MPLS, MPLS is a circuit where I don't have to do any kind of the IPsec GRE encryptions. These MPLS providers will build one end-to-end highway for me. These highway are going to privately created for me. And these are the also similar to tunnel that is known as the L3 VPN tunnel. And that's simply private highway. Means in this there is no encryption, no you have some kind of the side-to-side VPN concept, you have to use GRE tunnel, but they are the private circuits. In these private circuits, you only send your data from here and it will land to here. So if somebody sitting on the internet, let's suppose this hacker is sitting here and he is trying to steal your informations, he do not have the access of my highway. So how he can do that? He cannot do that. So that's the private lease line. Means let's suppose there is two method. Let's suppose you want to go on the railway station. So if I live from my home, there is two way to go there. Either my father have that much money who can build the private road for me and that road is fully packed. Nobody can see when I'm going out, when I'm coming in, and I can reach to the railway station directly. I can come out from the railway station. So nobody know about me when Mr. Vishal is going to live from house and reaching to the railway station because it's a private and my road. Nobody have the access to enter in my road. But if it's the public road and I'm just going through the car, right? Anybody can say, yeah, Mr. Visal is going through that in this particular road and he is reaching to the railway station. And he want to hit me, he can hit me. He want to just some play with, not disturb, he can do this. He want to steal some, goods from my side, he can do that. Means I can do any kind of the things he want to do that because this is shared media. So internet is shared media, MPLS is the my private media. That is the one thing. Now come back to the questions. Will SD-WAN replace the MPLS? Now we have to understand when we talk about the MPLS or internet or SD-WAN, what is the relation between these all three? What is the relation between all these three? Then only we can get an answers. Okay. So when I talk about the SD-WAN, Dinesh is asking, how do we know that one circuit belong to public or MPLS without asking anyone? I mean, okay, that's a good question. He is asking how I can know this circuit is belong to MPLS or the my public internet. There is a one difference. Only you have to find your internet circuit always have the public IP address, and this MPLS have the private IP address. This simple answer. Dinesh, MPLS circuits always going to land on the private IP. I hope you know the private IP address range. One is started 10, 172 and 192, right? So these are the three. Rest are going to be public. This simple answer you can get it. Okay, so if I want to basically go and understand what is my MPLS, what is my internet and what is my SD-WAN. So let me clear this particular drawing and then I'll explain it. I'll keep some drawing and I'll clear rest of the drawing. Okay. So we are good. So let's come back to the topic. So first of all, SD-WAN is the technology. It's a WAN solution or you can put it the advanced WAN solution technology. Software defined wide area network. So there is a wide area network and this is the advanced wide area network. That means they have the software driven intelligence. So that's a technology. To run this technology, we have to use some medium. To run this WAN is technology, right? WAN solution technology, right? Normal WAN solution technology. And to run this WAN solution, what we required? Can you tell me what basically we require? Internet circuits.
Internet and MPLS.
These circuits are going to require. Without we cannot run, right? Similarly, to run this SD-WAN also, we required the circuits. We required the internet circuits. We required the MPLS circuits. We can use even the broadband circuits. We can use even the 4G, 5G, 5G circuits, right? These, or we can use the LTE as well. So these are the transmission media. These are the known as the how basically we can transfer the packet from one location to another location. So still, even I want to run the SD-WAN, still I required the internet, I required the MPLS, I required the broadband. So MPLS is still there. It is not going to be like run away from the market. Even I'm going to use the SD-WAN solution. Now we have to think why I have to use the internet and why I have to use the MPLS in SD-WAN. And what's the most important? Do I really require the MPLS? Even I am using the SD-WAN, can I go SD-WAN with the internet? That's the question you have to figure it out. Which is the most cost-effective WAN solution I need to use so that it can save my cost with accurate and complete security protocol suites are going to be available there. And that's why might be you can think to remove MPLS from the solution, but it is never going to be removed fully because there are some scenario, there are some functions, there are some financial institutions, they do not trust on the internet. Lot of scenario we have. So it is not going to be 100% eliminate, but might be right now in the WAN solution, we are using my, let's suppose I have the 100 branch. So I have the 100 circuits from the MPLS and 100 from the internet. So I can replace might be all 100 circuits from MPLS to the internet. That is a possible, or I can keep some of the circuit, but I cannot replace all from the all scenario. It depends. I'll talk more about it. Eric is asking, so is it WireGuard a WAN solution? No, no, no. WireGuard is uh, Eric, can you talk? What is a WireGuard? I hear first time this WireGuard term. Can you just give me some light on it? What is a WireGuard you're talking about?
So WireGuard allows you to connect devices through the internet using, I think, hash keys.
That could be the WAN solutions. That could be that, but that is the public internet WAN solution. If this is going to be make the connectivity of the hash key, I'm just thinking about they're using the IPsec VPNs. If I'm not wrong, if they use the hash key.
Yes, I think it's an open something, but I use it on my MicroTik to connect my sites.
That definitely it is going to be WAN only because anything connecting from one location to another location, it's always going to be WAN. Okay. So
okay,
we have the LAN within the building you have to connect, right? Within the office, that is LAN. But if you want to connect two locations, right? Two different locations, any method you are using, that always going to be used as a WAN, right? So WireGuard in this scenario, it's going to be WAN only. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So now we have to understand how MPLS is going to play a critical role and where, and will this really use or not. So let's focus on the internet circuit again, and then MPLS again. And then we're talking about the SD-WAN. So guys, internet is basically earlier it was having a problem in terms of their reliability, their scalability. They having a problem with the dedicated bandwidth limit. They are the shared media. But nowadays, after 2015, 16, 14, the internet evolved a lot. If I'm talking internet evolve a lot means internet basically improved lot of things. They are giving the guaranteed bandwidth similar to the raise line. Means nowadays if you are going to ISP and ask me, hey ISP, let's suppose this is the Airtel ISP in India or Verizon in the in USA. So if I'm going to take the internet circuit here and I'm going to ask, give me the 500 Mbps circuit here. They will give the 500 Mbps circuits, and that is going to be dedicated circuit for me 500 Mbps. There is no if and but is going to be happen, and you are going to get full 500 download and upload script. That's the equal to lease line. Makes sense. This is now available. Earlier it was not available. Nitesh, any questions you have? You want to ask?
No, no.
Okay. So this was the how the internet was before 2014, 2015. They are having the problem with the reliability, scalability, guaranteed bandwidth, but that has been resolved. And this was the only region to sustain or get success on the SD-WAN solution. If my internet was not evolved, not improved, probably the SD-WAN was not going to be happen. And that's the reason the cost save is going to be start. Because why SD-WAN become popular? Because let's suppose I have the branches, lot of location, I have the R1 and I have the R2. Customers are terminating the circuits from the MPLS, from the internet or MPLS dual circuits because they want to make sure they have the guaranteed delivery and like no security compromisations between the traffic which is going to back and from the data center and the my branch location. So because of that reason, they start deploying their WAN circuits based on the MPLS or might be the internet and MPLS primary secondary. But when SD-WAN come, they told your private issue has been going to be fixed. I'll fix your all security concern. So if my security concern has been fixed, my guaranteed delivery bandwidth is there. So why I need high cost circuits? I can eliminate these circuits now. I can eliminate the circuit. And that's why this discussion come in a picture. Will the really going to eliminate my all SD-WAN MPLS? The technical answer is it is going to reduce the MPLS consumptions. It is going to reduce the MPLS circuits consumptions, but it's not going to be 100% remove the MPLS because your backbone is still going to be required. ISP network is still going to be required to carry your MPLS traffic. Your customers still might be going to use the MPLS circuit. And let's suppose I have a true cloud here. This is my MPLS cloud. Let me make the smaller side. I have the two clouds here. This is going to be internet ISP. This is going to be my MPLS ISP. I have the branch 1 here. I have the branch 2. Let's take an example. I have the branch 3. I have the branch 3. They might be going to get the circuits from all locations. And this is going to take a location from the all locations. This is my old WAN design. Okay, this could be my old WAN design where dual home circuits are going to be terminated on the routers. And here my primary circuit is this one, secondary is this one. This is my all primary, this is my secondary. So primary is going to down, secondary is going to take a failover. But can I eliminate this? Yes, if I am not a financial customer, I'm not any concern to always use my MPLS. So I can simply replace this cloud. I can simply replace this cloud with the internet. There is no problem. I can take as an internet provider here as well. And why I can replace? Because when I'm going to use the WAN solution, SD-WAN solution, this SD-WAN solution is going to help me to give the end-to-end automatic security. Means all end-to-end tunnel is going to build. You don't have to worry for anything about a tunnel between the site. And this is the IPsec tunnel. And they will give the full guaranteed reliable circuits as well, because nowadays MPLS equal, you are going to get internet bandwidth, similar kind of the SLA, guaranteed delivery, and your end-to-end traffic is going to be delivered with the pure secure fashions. So this is how we can eliminate some short of the MPLS, but you cannot completely remove from the market. That's the difference between will the SD-WAN replace the SD-WAN, replace the MPLS or not? You get, Subrata, your answers? Still any questions?
Sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for
सर
briefly
एक क्वेश्चन मैं पूछूं सर?
Yes, Pritam.
हाँ सर, सर बोल रहा हूँ सर, यहाँ पे तो सर आप तो एक साइड से और एक साइड से तो सर टनल फॉर फ्रॉम किए सर आईपी से एसडी वान टेक्नोलॉजी में। तो सर यहाँ पे तो फाइनली तो ये कह सकते हैं जे ये मेस एक्चुअली फॉर्मेशन हो रहा है, क्योंकि एक साइट और एक साइट में, एक साइट मतलब जितना जितना साइट है, हाँ, वो सब साइट के साथ वो आईपी से एक टनल बना हुआ है एंड मेस टोपोलॉजी से वो
यस।
फॉर्म फॉर्म करके वो
हम्म।
डेटा कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं। तो सर यहाँ पे तो बहुत सारा तो टनल क्रिएट हो जाएगा ना
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल अग्री। So there are
इसमें।
lot of things. Let me explain you.
तो मान लीजिए सर यहाँ पे 10 और या 20 साइड से, तो यहाँ पे तो 20 देन 20 माइनस 19,
Yeah,
मतलब
yeah,
यहाँ पे
yeah,
तो बहुत
I
सारा
got
टनल
your
क्रिएट।
point. He is trying to make a point. If you have the 100,000 sites,
हाँ
1,000 into like n minus one, whatever tunnel is going to be created, right?
हाँ 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 हाँ
Going to multiply. So
हाँ
that's not a case. Yes, by default, full mass topology is going to build, right? But in SD-WAN, it's not like you always have to work on the full mass. I'll explain, I'll define the policy. So the full mass is going to be there, but we can make the topology as a hub and spoke as well, right? We can make with the help of the policy. And there are a lot of policy. Let me tell you the previous batches, how many policy I have created. So we can use that policy. You can see we have the full mass, the hub, T-log based hub and spoke, routing based hub and spoke, default hub and spoke. Even you want to make the full mass, it is possible. You can go here and they see the mass hub and spoke. There are a lot of type of the policies available. So we can create the policy. Policy is there, na? That's why their intelligence is available. Even you want to make partially hub and spoke, it is also possible. Partially full mass, it is also possible. Per VPN, it is also possible. Per site, between two sites, you want to make the tunnel, but only these two sites is also possible. It's all about how basically you want to build your topology. Make sense?
ओके सर।
Got it? So we'll discuss more about it. Okay.
यस सर, गॉट इट सर, थैंक यू।
So we understand how basically my WAN is going to be play a vital role, and how my SD-WAN going to play a vital role, and how the internet and SD-WAN is going to be integrated. Now, you guys know about what is the underlay and what is the overlay? Anyone know what is the underlay?
बस सर अंडरले मतलब ये जहाँ पे एक्सेस स्विच कनेक्टेड होता है, मतलब नीचे, मतलब नॉर्थ नॉर्थ साउथ ट्रैफिक,
Okay.
एंड ओवरले मतलब ईस्ट 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 वेस्ट ट्रैफिक से।
Okay. Good, Pritham. What else? What is underlay versus overlay, guys?
Underlay is the physical connectivity of the devices, and overlay is like tunnel which are formed.
Okay, good. Anyone else? Okay, so let me make your good understanding here. So you're technically right. When we talk about the underlay, right? So it's sometime we call like building the physical infrastructure, connecting the cables, hardware, routers, switches. They all going to form the underlay. So it's more about the physical connectivity. That is the one thing. Instead of that, that's the key component. You have to build your physical connectivity. Let's suppose this is the my one office. This is my another office. I have to make the communication. So how my networking is going to look like? So let's suppose I required one of the router here. So one router is going to require here. One router is going to require here. In top of that, we require the ISP as well. Let's suppose it is going to be internet. So this is going to terminate. So this is my router. This is my cables. This is my cable. Then we have to assign the IP address. This is also going to be IP address. So this here also we have to assign the IP. Here also we have to assign IP. So this infrastructure you're building, connecting the cable, routers, switches, everything, that is a part of the underlay. But one very important thing you have to remember when you talk about the underlay, we have the basic infrastructure. Along with that, basic infra connectivity plus basic IPv4 or IPv6 reachability. This is the definition of the underlay. How many of you understand? Basic infrastructure connectivity means you have to connect the cables, fibers, IPs, and then you have to make basic IPv4 or IPv6 reachability. What does mean? Means even I connect the cables, right? I connect the routers. But if this IP is not able to reach this IP address, is my underlay is fine? Is my underlay fine? Can someone tell me? Even my cable is connected.
No,
But
sir. We have to run some either OSPF, either BGP, anything.
so you have to run some IGP. Generally in WAN, we use the either static route or we run the BGP, right? Based on that, we can make the connectivity. So that you have to ensure you have the basic IPv4 reachability. If you do not have the basic IPv4 reachability, you cannot form the underlay reachability. Once you have the underlay reachability, on top of that, you have to form a tunnels. So that tunnel is going to form from one router to another router. That tunnel is going to form from one route. And this could be your site-to-site VPN, that is IPsec VPN, GRE tunnel, that is a DM VPN tunnel, any other tunnels. So that is known as the overlay. Make sense? Everyone understand what is different between underlay versus overlay? Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt here, guys? Hit me questions if any doubt, any question here, right? So in our lab, when you start this lecture, right, you can see here, we have the different component. I'll explain what is this component, what is my routers. So you can see here, we have the VH routers, we have the vManager, we have the vBond, we have the vSmart, we have the internet circuits, we have the MPLS circuits, which just now we discussed. So every router except this one, you can see they have the dual connectivity here. One link is going there, one link is going there, and they have the dual home connectivity. They all are going to connect to the different locations. So these circuits are going to be very useful, and by using this circuit, we have to make sure they have the underlay connectivity. Means this WAN should be reachable to the controller. We'll discuss what is a controller, and this is also reachable to the another router. Means their IP should be reachable. Their physical connection should be there, right? So this is how you have to build your underlay. Once the underlay is going to build, these sites are going to form the in-between tunnel. And we'll discuss all the tunnel that is known as the IPsec tunnel. And also these sites are going to build the tunnel with the controller that is known as the control tunnel. So we'll discuss in more detail how this control tunnel is going to build, how my data tunnel is going to build, why actually we need the control tunnel, why actually we need data tunnels, right? Everyone okay? Give me thumbs up. You understand clearly?
हाँ सर ठीक है
Yes, sir.
All right. So let me talk this batch, right? This SD-WAN session, which we are starting from today. This is going to be happen on Saturday, Sunday, right? This session is going to happen 2 to 4 p.m. IST. This is going to be Saturday, Sunday, right? It is going to be 2 to 4 p.m. time, but you have to block the timer 2 to 4:30 p.m. minimum. Because we have some questions, we have to talk a lot of. So my time is 2 hours, but I need to spare 30-minute time from your end also, because sometimes we have to do the discussion. We have some kind of the crazy questions, some advanced concepts. So we have to cover those things as well, right? So we'll take around 2.5 hour slots. So weekly we have to cover almost 5 hours, and we'll try to finish within 6 to 8 weeks, right? For the entire module. So in this entire session, you are going to be learned through all instructor-led training program. I'll be your instructor, and definitely hands-on labs are going to be there. Those labs are going to be 24/7 available. You can access from anywhere, anything you want to access. It is absolutely fine. There is no problem, and you can do your labs.
How many like duration? Like how many hours the labs will be available?
There is no hours, Dinesh. This is 24/7 labs. Okay, so it's up to your choice when you
Oh, I mean,
do that. There is no hours limitations. You can do anytime.
it's like if I want to do another 1 month, 2 months.
Means duration will be 2 months, right? The lab duration is going to be 2 months, right? So in 2 months, there is no hour restrictions. You can do anytime your lab. Okay,
Got it. Yeah.
2 months is going to be duration. If you want to extend, then you have to talk with the support team. Okay, they will help you with the extensions.
Okay. Got it.
So this is the lab, right? And
Sir, one question.
yes, please, Rambhavan.
So will this lecture cover also the how to push the licenses, how to upgrade the license, upgrade the software, or the
Yes,
BA?
yes. We will demonstrate everything, how to upgrade the license, how to upgrade the software. So I'll explain everything. Upgradation process, like how you can reboot the devices, software upgrade process. So I'll explain. Don't worry about it. Okay, Ram?
Okay, okay.
Okay, we'll cover everything. Whatever you think in the SD-WAN, that is covered. That's my responsibility. You just put the question on table. I'll take care of that. Okay. So you don't have to think about that. Then once we start the lecture from the next week, like we have the basic understanding now, but we have to discuss again one basic concept, because these basics are very important to start with the advanced concept. Because even you don't have the basic underlay understanding, overlay understanding, MPLS, internet, you don't have the routing, RIP, then it's going to be like control plane data plane. That's like when I use the term again and again, you feel like what I'm talking, you're not able to understand. So initially, 2 class, 2, 3 class, I put a lot of efforts on the basics. Because once your basics are going to be like improved, you can grasp the advanced concept. But if your basics are not going to be improved, probably you're going to lack there as well. So we have to understand the architecture of the SD-WAN. We have to understand how to deploy the controller. We have to understand how to deploy the policies. We have to understand how to deploy the security and quality of service. We have to understand management and reporting. Most important when we do the labs. So this time, the last batch, I did the POC for the new code. So the lab are going to be upgraded for you all on this version. That is going to be no major changes we have. Earlier it was 19.2 or 3, but now you are going to get this 20.3.6 version. So I just did the POC. I just verified there was some bug. I just fixed it. So you are going to get access when 20.3. This is the quite latest in the lab. And in addition of that, we also have the real SD-WAN, right? Devices available where I'll demonstrate how actually on the real SD-WAN, let's suppose you have to deploy the real SD-WAN, then how the PNP portal is going to look like. Means where you can generate the Cisco serials file. Let me log in and show you so you can get more insight. Actual real SD-WAN, this is the lab, right? But let's suppose you have to deploy in the real infrastructure. So what is the way around how you can generate the devices, how you can go for licensing portals, and how you can deploy the SD-WAN. So even we have the real SD-WAN boxes available. And on that, if you want to see how it is going to happen, I'll take one session on that. And you can just,
Yes, sir. Actually, I want this particular website. So how to generate the licenses?
yeah, that's I'm showing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we have. So don't worry. See, so this is the plugin player. This is the GuiNet plugin player. You can see the GuiNet actual Cisco account, right? Here we have the controller profiles, GuiNet labs, where we build the real labs in the productions. And you can see we have the vBond, GuiNet technology labs. Everything is there here, right? And this is the vBond IP address, the public IP address. And based on that, we have the actual provisioning files. You can see this provisioning file, even we want to do certifications, we can do the certification directly from here. You can see this is Cisco Smart certifications are available. So many time I have seen people are asking, sir, how actually I have to do that? It's a one-time job, but you guys never get a chance. So I will demonstrate in one session. Even you want to use this, how it is going to be used, how this virtual devices are going to be added here. See, these are virtual devices. We have the Cisco 8000V, we have the CSR 1000V, we have the VS devices, cloud-based. You can see these all are the device provision. If I want to software devices, what is the process? If I want to add the actual physical devices, then what is the process? How I can add it? That all if I want to import, then how I can do that? So this is how I can explain. So we'll discuss about this. So this portal also I'll show you, demonstrate the live. So you'll get more idea about it. Clear? And lab, when you get the lab access, this lab topology is going to be pre-built. It's already lot of scenarios available. This lab topology, lot of scenarios available. So you don't have to worry about the scenario. Like everything is going to be possible to do in this lab. We have the CH router, we have the VH router. So whatever you want to do, you can do it. So you don't have to edit and change any lab topology. Only just have to play around with this. Still, if you want to build any lab in exception, you have to justify me why actually you want, what cannot be tested. Then I can help you to build that lab topology. But I don't think it's never happened in the past. So you're going to get this lab topology and you can do testing whatever you want to do that. Clear, guys? And this lab, you are going to log in this way. Once you have your lab, you're going to get username. You have to put URL from anywhere in username and password. And then it is going to be okay. Clear? Any questions you guys have till now?
No.
All good?
Yeah.
So I believe for day one, it's okay. We have almost 1 hour session. I'll leave the Q&A session for time being. If you want any question, please ask me. Else I'm good. In next lecture, I will explain end to end, like all the topics I'll explain, right? What is the meaning of the topic, how it is going to happen. And then I will also explain the component of the SD-WAN, how the SD-WAN component is going to look like, what is the vManage, how it has been changed, what is the SD-WAN, what is the Catalyst SD-WAN, what is my Viptela SD-WAN, what is my Cisco SD-WAN, are they same, are they different? So we'll discuss that also. What is my control plane, what is my data plane, what is my management? This is a part of the syllabus. It's not something I'm talking by myself, okay? So it is already available. So I have to explain then how this control plane, management plane, data plane has been segregated with the SD-WAN. How my normal router going to become as a my Nick generation, just give me 1 second. Let me see if this PPT is available. I'm not sure. So if you have to understand how my one of the normal router is going to become a SD-WAN router, how it is going to be transformed, that also we have to understand. Just 1 second, guys. Let me figure it out. Where is my PPT? 1 second, guys. Just 1 minute. Let me, okay, find it. Let me show you. So if let's suppose I have the normal router and I want to make the SD-WAN router, then how it is going to be step by step. It's a normal router, right? We have the IO module, control module, we have the switch fabric, and how it is going to be transformed in the SD-WAN architecture. That also we have to understand. So I explained these all things. So we'll discuss this all in very detail in the next session. For time being, I believe we are good. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Sir, is there any other courses for the Versa SD-WAN?
Yes, we have the Versa SD-WAN courses as well. So you can visit websites, okay?
Okay, sir.
You can go there, website, and SD-WAN self-paced course. You can see Cisco Hindi, English, and Versa also available. So you can just go and check the courses, or you can just reach out to our team. They will guide you, right? You
Okay,
just
okay.
talk to the support team. Might be you just go a website or WhatsApp on this WhatsApp. Click on the WhatsApp. You can land on the support, and they will help you. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. All good?
And I have a question.
Yes, Dinesh, please ask.
So, just for my curiosity, how does the Cisco SD-WAN differ from the FortiGate SD-WAN?
Okay.
Both are the same, or like the concept is same, or like it will play a different role in a FortiGate SD-WAN?
So see, we have the lot of SD-WAN vendors.
Mhm.
Let me talk about SD-WAN vendors, right?
Mhm.
Like we have the Cisco, we have the Palo, we have the FortiGate, we have the Versa, we have the Velo Cloud, VMware, right? And more, right? Koto, Zscaler, Nokia,
Yeah.
Maj, Meraki. So
Mhm.
these are different vendors. So I'll give the simple answer to you. If I talk about the routers, right? Which are the two major vendor we have? Cisco and
Juniper.
Juniper. These are two routers, right? Two
Okay.
vendors. This router also run the static route. This also run the BGP. This also run the OSPF. This can also run the RIP. This can also do the all things, right? But what's the different you're going to get? CLI, command line, right?
Mhm.
The way of doing the configuration that is going to be different between these Cisco and Juniper. The Juniper engineer have the difficulty to work on Cisco engineer having difficulty to work on the Juniper, but their concept are going to remain same. The protocol is
Same, right?
going to work exactly same, right?
Mhm.
Same is going to happen for the SD-WAN solution. These are two different vendor. If you learn the Cisco SD-WAN, you can get the all concept how the SD-WAN is going to work. But actual configuration of the FortiGate is going to be different. Concept is going to remain same, but term is going to be changed, right? Commands are going to be changed. Name is going to be changed. Make this sense?
Yep.
So this is the only difference. Nothing more than that.
Right.
Control
Why I'm
going to
asking?
be
Because
yeah.
yeah, please.
Controller names are also going to be changed.
Okay.
Like here we have the SD-WAN, we have the controller, the we manage. That is known as the manager. But in FortiGate, we have the Forti manager. That's going to centralize management tool. Your firewall is going to remain on the branch. They will going to do keep, all the configuration like tunneling, IPsec and all. Any other question, Dinesh, you have?
No, that's all.
All right, guys. So it was really great to have a discussion with you all. See you in the next class, right? And don't miss any classes, right? I rarely miss classes, right? So I request everyone, please keep joining classes on the time, and we'll have the 2 to 4 session on regular basis from next Saturday. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you. Bye bye. Take care.